Hello everyone, are you able to hear me well? Is my voice audible? Asya, Sanobar, Rajiv, Rashid, Devidas, Seher, Akshata and Praveen. Are you able to hear me well? Is my voice perfect for you? Okay. So today we have to do human resource management, right? So shall we begin with that? Okay. So can you see the material which is there on the board? So see, HRM, what is the full form of that? That means human resource management. That is the short form, right? Okay. Can you see it now? Okay. So let's begin with it. You often see phrases like these in the annual reports of major businesses, like our people are our greatest asset. Nothing is more important than our employees. You see them so often that it is tempting to treat them as glitches. However, behind the glitches lies an important truth, which is that human element plays a major part in the success of every business. So if manpower is not there to run any business, will it be a success? Will it be a success? Can you think of running a business without humans, manpower? Is it possible to run a business without manpower? No. So that's why human element plays a very important part in the success of every business. If manpower is lacking, and we have specialized manpower for each and every work, for a particular project, it's not like one person can do everything. We have specialized department for that, where people with specific, talent, specific, they are being given specific role, and all of them work for the completion of the project, right? Is it clear so far? Munnu, George, Praveen, Akshata, Seher, Devidas, Rashid, Rajiv, Sanobar and Asya. Fine, let's proceed ahead. Effective human resource management has become more important in recent times. Okay, here are some reasons why. Most businesses now provide service rather than producing goods, right? People are critical resource in the quality and customer service level of any service business. See, if I want to, like customer care department, what is the role of customer care department in any, organization? They deal with the customers. They keep them satisfied, right? They cater the needs of the customers. They answer their queries, right? So most of the businesses nowadays they provide services rather than producing goods. So that's why how will you cater the needs of the customers through a customer care department. So that's why people are very critical resource in the quality and customer service level of any service business. Competitiveness requires a business to be efficient and productive. This is difficult unless the workforce is well motivated, has the right skills and is effectively organized. So see, those companies, whenever companies, recruit you for a particular job, they make you go through several rounds, right? And then they select you. They'll shortlist your CV, you'll get a call, then they'll ask you to go through several procedures. This is to test your, this is to test your skills, whether you are suitable for that job or not, right? So nowadays company need highly skilled people so that they can fulfill their requirements, right? And see, there are a lot of businesses running side by side, and there is a tough competition for survival in the market. So that's why if the employees are not well trained and motivated and effectively organized, in that case, business will suffer, right? All the efforts will go in vain. So that's why human resource is a very important, it's the key factor towards in any business, right? In any business. Without that, nothing is possible, right? And managing the people is also, that falls under human resource management. Clear? Okay. As a result of a business is to be successful and achieve its objectives, then it needs to manage its human resources effectively. To step forward, human resource management. Human resource management is usually shortened to HRM. It is defined by the CIPD as the design, implementation, and maintenance of strategies to manage people for optimum business performance. So see, it manages people, right? See, if I'm working in an organization, so what will human resource department do there? It will cater my needs. And if I have to, if I'm not satisfied with my salary, I'll go to the HR department and I'll ask them to increase the salary, and I'll give my own reasons for the same, right? So they cater the needs of the employees which are working in the company so that they can give effective performance. If I hold grudges for the company, I won't be able to give my best shot, right? Right, everyone? So in other words, HRM is about how people are managed by a business in order to meet the strategic objective of the business. So I am working for an organization, but I need to be managed, right? All the employees need to be managed so that they can fulfill their duties. So this is what HRM department does. The key is to remember that HRM is a strategic approach. HRM uses variety of tools to help to meet the strategic needs of the business, each of which needs together in an integrated way. The key tools are workforce planning. This is what the recruitment department does, HRM. They'll recruit the people, they will train the people, in order to motivate the staff, they reward people, right? You are being rewarded for the same. They also work on the communication. They will brush up your communication skills. They will train you every now and then. They will make you understand your roles and responsibilities so that you can give your best shot, right? Once you join any organization, you get a welcome mail from the HRM department, right? Stating your, roles and responsibilities, right? You also do the negotiations with the HRM department for salary, right? So is it clear so far? Is it clear so far? Okay, fine. Now let's proceed ahead. So now I'm going to share one video with you. Okay, fine. So let me share it with you. Okay, all right. Just wait for a while. Okay, so I'm sharing one link with you. Can you please open it? Can you please open that link? Rajiv, Munnu, George, Praveen, Akshata, Seher, Devidas, Rashid, Sanobar, and Asya. Have you opened that link? Just watch it and then we'll proceed ahead. Okay, fine, fine. So once you're done with it, just let me know. Okay. Shall we proceed ahead? Okay, fine. Let's. Functions of human resource department. Now, a typical human resource department carries out the following functions. Manpower planning. It involves the planning for the future and finding out how many employees will be needed in future by the business, right? And what types of skills manpower planning should they possess. It depends on the following factors: the number of people leaving the job, so they'll keep the track record of how many people are leaving the job, what kind of people they are going to need in future, how many people they need, and what kind of skills they need to have. Okay. The projected growth in sales of the business, technological changes, productivity level of the workers, right? So those workers who are not, whose performance is not up to the mark, okay, that means who are not productive for the company, what will be done with them? They will be given, I mean, think they will be fired, right? Okay. Job analysis and job description. HR department is also involved in designing the job analysis and job description for the prospective vacancies. Okay. Okay. A job analysis is the process used to collect information about the duties, responsibilities, necessary skills, outcomes, and work environment of a particular job. Job descriptions are written statements that describe the duties, responsibilities, most important contributions, and outcomes needed for a position, required qualifications. So whenever you look for a job on any job portal, description is being mentioned what they need exactly, right? And they also give the required qualification, right? Correct? Okay. Now, hi Nixon. Okay, now another function of this HRM department is determining wages and salaries. Once you have cleared all the rounds of an interview, you can negotiate over the salary part with the HR department, and they are also going to check the previous salary slips to ensure that you are getting the amount as written by you. It's okay, Nixon, right? So human resource HR department is also involved in conducting market surveys and determining the wages and salaries for different positions. So it's not like they'll give you whatever you'll ask for. They'll just do the survey and they'll get the track record of what other companies are paying for the same position. Right? This is of crucial importance as the success of any organization depends on the quality of its workforce. So if the workforce is good, if the employees are up to the mark, that's why like top tier MNCs, they have what they have got. They have got a very rigorous like recruitment process, right? because they need quality people, right? So that's why their recruitment process is rigorous as compared to other organizations, right? Because they want to choose the, we can say, first class people. And for some MNCs, the criteria is the student might have passed from the top tier B school or top tier engineering college. Some companies, they only take people from IITs, right? They won't take you if you have done your BTech from some, private college, right? And this will be specifically mentioned in the ad, right? Correct? Right. Now, this is of crucial importance as the success of any organization depends on the quality of its workforce. Details regarding the recruitment and selection procedure can be found here. Now, performance appraisal. Once the employees are recruited, the HR department has to review their performance on regular basis, right? So performance appraisals. Performance appraisal is the process of obtaining, analyzing and recording information about the relative worth of an employee. So if they are quite beneficial for the company, they may give them a salary hike, okay, so that they don't leave the job. But if their performance is not up to the mark, they are being fired. Its aim is to measure what an employee does, right? On the basis of performance appraisal of the HR department will set up an action plan for each employee. If the employee needs any training, then that is being decided by the HR department only, right? Correct? Is this much clear to everyone? Shall we move ahead? Okay. Training and development. HR department is constantly keeping a watch over the employees of the organization, and in order to improve the efficiency level of the employees, they have to undergo regular trainings and development programs. This is all being organized by the HR department. All trainings and development needs are carried out by this department. Training might include on the job or off the job training, right? Now, it is very important, once I'm working in a particular organization on a particular position, I may get bored. That is a human nature, right? So to keep the employees motivated, they run such kind of programs which can keep you motivated, which can, maintain a healthy working environment within the company. Happy employees means healthy organization. HR department conducts various employee welfare activities which might include employees get together, parties, to boost their morale, right? HR department also reviews the organizational policies and its impact on the motivation of the employees. Addressing employees' grievances. HR department is the link between workers and management. Employees' grievances related work environment are usually entertained and resolved by the HR department. If I have some grievances regarding my salary, I can drop the mail to HR department. They will discuss it with the bosses and then they'll convey the decision, right? Correct? Implementation organizational policies. HR department has to coordinate with the line manager and see that organizational policies are being implemented in a proper manner. So they design the policies and they also ensure that it is being implemented, because otherwise no use. Disciplinary action can be initiated against employees who are not following organizational rules and regulations. So every company has got certain norms, right? And if the employee is not following it, then some steps are being taken, actions are being taken. They are either being given warning or they are being debarred from the job if they are doing it again and again, right? All these actions are conceived and implemented by the HR department. So they keep a check on people, and then if someone is not performing up to the mark, they'll debar them. This is for sure. Clear? Now, dismissal and dismissal. HR department has to take firm action against employees who are not following company's code of conduct, rules and regulations. This can result in the dismissal of the employee. Sometimes an organization may no more require the services of an employee. The employee may be made redundant. HR department has to see that organizational and government regulations are being followed in this process, right? So if they sometimes there are surplus employees in the company and they don't need it because their condition is not good, there might be recession outside, so they don't need that many number of employees. So in that case, they will give them pink slip, right? Is this much clear to everyone? Okay, let's move ahead. Now, manpower planning. What is that? See, it involves the planning for the future and finding out how many employees will be needed in future by the business and what type of skills they need, right? So it depends on the productivity levels, technological changes, the number of people leaving the job. All this will be taken care of by the HR department, right? Now, they also, if they need employees, it is the HR department which actually decide over the recruitment and selection process, and they are the one who will, who will publish the job on some portal, and they are going to submit, they are going to get information in bulk, but they are the ones who are going to shortlist the appropriate ones for the interview, right? Okay, so let's proceed ahead. So recruitment and selection process. The recruitment process starts with a vacancy arising, right? Once the vacancy arises, the human resource manager will first identify and record the responsibilities and tasks which are related to the job. And once they have analyzed that, they will note it down, okay, and then they will publish an ad which will have a job title, department of the business in which new employee would work, details of the tasks to be performed, responsibilities involved, place in the hierarchical structure, methods of assessing the performance, and then on the basis of job description, a job specification is made. It is a document which outlines the requirement, qualification, and qualities, skills, and knowledge required for the job. It is known as person specification. Clear? After completed once they decide over what all things they need in a person, that is person specification, the vacancy is advertised. It can be advertised internally on the company's notice board or newsletter, or maybe as advertised externally in a newspaper or magazine. The advertisement usually contain the elements of a person specification with additional information like the name and profile of the company, date and time of the interview, address of the company, and contact person. Application received and so shortlisted. Once a job is advertised, there might be hundreds of applications received. All the applications received might not be suitable for the job. There's a shortlisting of the applications will be done. The applications most near to the job specification will be called for the interview, and those who do not qualify the criteria will be rejected, right? Interview. The shortlisted candidates will be called for an interview to verify their qualifications, personal qualities, and aptitude for the job. It may involve face-to-face discussion between the interviewer and interviewee. The firm may also conduct skill tests like aptitude test or personality test to see if the person is going to fit into that position, right? Selecting the suitable candidate. The candidate who scores the maximum in the interview will be selected for the job and given appointment letter, right? Now, before we proceed ahead to the next topic, let me give you a paper. Just a second. I'll just give you a short exercise. Okay. So let me give it to you. So I'll give you an online test. How does that sound? Does it sound good? Does it sound good? Okay. Fine. So I'm just giving you the link for the same. Now, so altogether there are 15 questions. Okay. All right. I hope you're enjoying the topic. Rajiv, are you liking it? How about you, Nixon and Manu? George, Praveen, Akshata, Seher, Devidas, Rashid, and Sanobar and Asya. Are you following what I'm teaching? Okay. Now, let's have a short quiz test on the topic which I'm teaching before we proceed ahead to the next thing. So click on the link which is there in the chat box and solve that test. Yeah, so everyone needs to click on that blue color link and you will get you are going to get one test. Okay, you have to solve that. Please solve it. Okay, okay. See, this is not for any whatever I've taught you now. This is based on the same. Okay. Yes, human resource management, a contemporary perspective. That one. You have to do that one. Is it clear what you have to do? Just click on the link. Akshata, you also cannot do it. Wait, I'll do one thing. I'll put the answers in a file. Okay. And I will upload it on the board. See, if you cannot do it, okay, online, then what I'll do, I'm just putting it on the board again in the form of a Word file. You can solve it there. Okay. So it's loading on the board. Other people who can, do it online, they can do it online. Fine. For those who are not able, who don't have any problem in solving it online, they can solve it online. Fine. Is it clear, everyone? So who all are going to solve it online and who are going to solve it on board? Please let me know your names. Just write online if you want to solve it online and just write PDF. Okay, so Munnu is going to solve it on board. George will solve it online. How about others? Akshita will solve it on the board. I guess it is there on the board now. For those who are not able to solve it online, kindly solve it on the board. I mean, you can type the answers in the chat box. Sunny, you have joined a bit late. What is the reason behind it? Sunny, why you have joined late? It is there on the board. Munnu, others are because Akshita is doing it. Why don't you refresh your page? Others are solving it, dear. It is there on the board. Munnu, refresh your page or rejoin the class again. Sunny, are you there or not? For those who, once you are done with it, just type done in the chat box. Okay, Akshata. Just finish it fast. Are you people solving it? Asya, Sanoban, Rashid, Devidas, Seher, Akshata, George, Rajiv, Mohammed Shehbaz. Just solve it fast. Okay, fine. Is everyone done with the same? Munnu, just try to solve it online. I don't know why you are getting it blank. I mean, why is it blank for you? Nixon, are you done with it? Praveen, Mohammed Shehbaz, Rajiv, George, Akshata, Seher, Devidas, Rashid, Sanobar, and Asya. Are you done with it or not? How much more time you need to solve it? George, just finish it fast. You just have 4 more minutes. Just finish it in 4 minutes. Just finish it fast. Munnu, should I email it to you if you're not able to open it here? Wait, I'm emailing it to you. You can solve it, you can download it and then solve it. Okay? Yeah, I'm doing that only. Please solve it fast. 2 more minutes to go. Just solve it fast. How much more time you need? Rajiv, are you done with it? Oh, that is plus. I didn't expected this from you, Rajiv. You always score nice. Okay, let's proceed ahead to the next thing. You're taking a lot of time. So you can solve it later on. Fine? Devidas, what was your score? Okay. Okay, let's proceed ahead. Now, difference between a part-time employee and full-time employee. There are three main parameters on which we can differentiate between a part-time employee and a full-time employee. These are numbers of hours worked. A part-time employee will work less number of hours than a full-time employee, right? Great, George, very good. Traditionally, it is 40 hours a week, but it might vary from company to company for a part-time worker. Now, benefits. In many organizations, part-time worker is not eligible for the benefits such as health insurance, paid time off, paid vacation stays, and sick leave, right? These benefits cannot be availed by a part-time employee, right? Correct? No, it's okay. Now, some organizations enable part-time employees to collect a prorated set of benefits in other organizations, but in most of the organizations, part-time employees don't get the same benefits as full-time employees, right? Full-time employees are usually eligible for most of the benefits of a company as per the company's policy as compared to part-time employees, right? Okay. Is this much clear to you? Work schedules. Part-time employees have more flexible work schedule as compared to full-time employees. Benefits of part-time workers, less overhead costs. In many organizations, part-time employees not eligible for benefits such as, sorry, sorry, yeah, health insurance, paid time off, and sick leave. Some organizations enable part-time to collect, upload. This I have read, I guess. Ability to attract desirable workforce. There might be many people who are good at their work but do not want to work full-time, right? For example, many new mothers want to go back to work, but they don't want to go for a full-time job or have to pay too much for nanny or daycare service. Part-time work may also attract retirement, people who are retired, who have wealth of knowledge and would be great mentors to youngster staff, right? Okay. I'm not getting you. Rajiv, I'm not getting you. Can you elaborate a bit on your comment? Rajiv, please elaborate a bit on your comment. Okay, I'll just see to it what is the issue and I'll let you know. Okay, in some time. Fine. Okay. Now, flexible workforce. It is a great way to develop your business as a flexible workforce allows you to respond to changes in demand, whether that is hours, services, or reputation. Now, what are the limitations of a part-time worker? Okay, inconsistent productivity. Part-time workers, especially those who work more temporarily or seasonally, usually have less knowledge, right? And similarity with the companies because they'll work less. So if I'm working less, obviously I'll have less knowledge about the company policies as compared to a full-time employee, right? Part-time workers won't be on site as often as full-time staff. It might take them longer to get used to the company's culture because they are not working for 8 hours or more, right? They are working for less number of hours. Okay, this may increase the training time or reduce productivity while they are getting up to speed. Lack of loyalty. So see, if I'm not getting a fixed pay from, if I'm working for an organization as a part-time employee, I will be less loyal and committed as compared to a full-time employee. Part-time workers usually have less commitment because they spend less time at the company and find it easier to leave because of lack of full-time income and benefits. Thus, losing part-time timers to other jobs is more common, right? Suppose I have to work as a part-timer, and if the moment I'll get a better offer, I will leave the company because I won't be tied up to them. I won't have that feeling of responsibility towards them, right? Because there are both pros and cons to hiring part-time employees. A business carefully evaluates its needs before hiring part-time workers. Part-time workers may help offset your health insurance costs, but they may also not be able to offer the loyalty and time commitment to the business, right? Is this much clear to everyone? So now you have to cite out differences between a part-time employee and a full-time employee. You have to cite out at least five differences between a part-time employee and a full-time employee. Write out few differences between a part-time employee and a full-time employee. Okay. After that, we have to do training and its objective. Okay. Are you done with it? Shall we proceed ahead? Shall we proceed ahead? Nixon, are you copying it from somewhere? I told you so many times, don't copy and paste it here. You are here to learn. It's a kind request. Don't copy and paste it from anywhere. Even if you are writing wrong answers, it's acceptable to me. Is everyone done with the thing? Okay, shall we proceed ahead? Great. Okay, fine, fine. I thought you were copying it from somewhere because you have changed the color. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about it. Responsibility, flexibility, and responsibility. Fine, good. Next one. Okay, okay. Shall we proceed ahead? Okay. Oh, I have typed what the next one I have written. So which one will appeal more to you, the full-time job or a part-time job? Okay, okay. So we are going to cover the other topics in the next class. Okay. If you have any queries related to whatever I have taught today, please do ask me. Okay, okay, it's okay. Do you have any questions? Anyone out there? Do you have any questions related to the subject? If yes, please do ask me. Nixon, do you have any questions? Okay, so don't forget to fill the feedback form, and I hope you have done the assignment which was there on Chatter. Okay, so thank you so much. Okay, take care and don't forget to fill the feedback form. Fine? And I hope you're doing the assignment. Okay, thank you so much. Take care. Bye.